My name is Megan Moritz, and I'm the Director of Global Volunteer Engagement. We have 225 little versions of us all over the world called chapters, and they're run by volunteers, people who are elected locally by their membership. And anything they need from us or anything we need from them, we work with them to kind of bridge that gap and get them what they need. ISACA chapters are a way for members in their local area to not only engage in events and continuing education, but also social type networking, job opportunities, all sorts of ways for members to engage at the local level, because we from Schaumburg, Illinois, cannot provide services to every single person around the world. Our first chapter was in Los Angeles and formed about 53 years ago. So I started here in 2003, and we had about 112 chapters at the time, so we've grown significantly since I started. We have 225 chapters around the world, and we are represented on every continent except Antarctica. I don't think we have any penguin members, but we're open to it. And it just varies. We've seen significant growth in Africa in recent years. Washington, D.C. is currently our largest chapter, London, Tokyo, New York City, Chicago. So those are definitely our biggest chapters. But, in ISACA land, bigger doesn't mean better. We've got some really great, strong, smaller chapters as well. And the services that they're providing to their members are just as important as what the bigger chapters are doing. When you join ISACA, you are required to join a chapter if you live or work within a chapter territory. Most of our chapter territories are a 50-mile, 80-kilometer radius around a city center. Most, not all, but most. And so if you live within that territory, you must affiliate with the chapter. And so you can't even be a member of ISACA unless you're also a member of a chapter. And 97% of our members live within a chapter territory. So it's part of the join process. And then if you move, you can change chapters. If you find a chapter that is, let's say, offering a service in a language that you're comfortable with, and let's say you're from the United States, but you move to Germany, and the Germany chapter is offering everything in German, you can still affiliate with the chapter in the United States. I think the most amazing thing that I've witnessed, and again, it's been many years, was what happened during the pandemic. And we've heard this a million times in companies all over the world. The ability to shift to this virtual offering immediately. The chapters have been very resistant to, we want people there in person. We don't want to offer this virtual option. We feel like if we do, people won't come. Well, they had to do it if they wanted to continue to offer, events or continuing education. And so the fact that they did this and then saw this incredible influx of attendees, they were meeting the member where they were, that they were able to connect with them in ways they weren't before, that they saw an increase in attendance, how many people were engaging with their chapter. And not only that, but just because you're in, let's say, Luxembourg, doesn't mean you can't attend a chapter event in Atlanta. And so if Atlanta's holding a virtual event and you're in Luxembourg and you're really fascinated by what they're presenting, you can connect to that event. And it's just really made all of our chapters global. And it's fascinating to see. And I think it was just a testament to their willingness to be like, yes, we have to make this shift, and them seeing how successful it really was for all of them. The engagement became very different. We used to do these in-person regional leadership meetings or a global leadership summit in person. And so we shifted to an entirely virtual format. We did that in 2020 and 2021. And it was a resounding success. We had over 550 chapter leaders attend, and it's just such high energy and so much fun to keep these people engaged virtually. It almost becomes a challenge, but we just found ways to do it that felt like we were satisfying what they needed and encouraging them to want to do more, because during the pandemic, priorities shift, right? And so when you've got your life and your family and your job and your hobbies and you want to get out and enjoy the things that you realized you weren't enjoying, ISACA may take a little bit of a back seat sometimes. And so you've got to keep it interesting and exciting and get them what they need. Otherwise they're going to be like, oh my God, I don't have time for this, I'm moving on. So yeah, it's definitely a higher engagement. We do have 3 different awards for chapters and chapter leaders. One is kind of the best chapter overall. The other one would be the innovative program, so something that they've done that's really unique to where they are. And then also chapter leaders, of an individual who's made an impact. And so these chapters have to be nominated, either themselves or someone else has to nominate them. And for the best chapters in the world, it's a combination of things. It's not only the services that they're providing to the members, but also what are they doing for the community? Are they involved with Community Day? Have they seen member growth? What are they doing for student members? You know, just a big, when you're ranked against 224 other chapters, you've got to be doing pretty amazing things in order to get that award. The Innovative Program Awards may be something that a chapter comes up with all on their own. So during the pandemic, some chapters started initiatives where they were helping members, get jobs or waiving dues or, something to help them bridge that gap while we were going through the throes of the pandemic. And then the chapter leaders are nominated by their peers for something that they have done above and beyond. It may be completely turning a chapter around. Maybe they weren't doing well. It may be they came up with this innovative program idea. It may be that they have brought in a lot of member growth. They may just be really cool, fun people, but they are judged against other people who are nominated as well. The benefits of joining a local chapter are incredible. It really allows the individuals to meet and network and understand needs and wants in their local area. What people need and want in Finland is very different than what people need and want in India. And so knowing the job opportunities that are there, being able to meet people of like mind, being able to exchange that information is huge. And I think that the chapters provide that unique localized perspective that ISACA Global just can't do, because we can't be an expert in 180 different countries around the world, and the chapters do that. If you go to isaca.org/chapters, you can search for any of our chapters there. You can go to their website and you can contact the chapter. If you want to make other deeper contacts, you can always email chapters@isaca.org and we can get you in touch with the right people in the chapter. There's also a way to browse all chapter events. So if you go to engage.isaca.org and click, under events, view all, you can see where chapter events are happening all over the world. Our chapter leaders are the absolute greatest, and if you're thinking about joining or thinking about getting involved with the chapter, do it. You won't regret it. It is an amazing opportunity.